got 5 now.
Creative score. Mitchell uses that versatility and shot-making ability to keep the defenders guessing.
And what you love about Cooper Flag, GA, he's committed with playing the game the right way.
Yeah, I mean, even back in middle school, he would binge watch the '86 Celtics, a team known for its high IQ.
So, great for Cooper Flag. Both of his parents were college basketball players.
Yeah, and I love that Cooper's mom calls him String Bean. Though at this point, he's a powerful young man. And he also has a twin brother, Ace, who's got some talent as well.
Yep, it counts.
And a volume scorer, Mitchell excels at getting inside and converting.
And now, let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie Laporte.
I was able to talk with Kenny Atkinson for a minute. He spoke about their defensive schemes tonight, especially in relation to Anthony Davis. He said it's essential that we limit his impact. We have to stay strong inside and not allow Davis to intimidate us no matter what. Strong words from Coach. We'll see if his guys can make it happen. Guys, back to you.
And as always, Allie, great job. Thank you. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. 9 points in the game so far.
He has yet to miss 4-4 to start.
Here's Flag. Covered by Mitchell. Good. Flag's got his second basket. For Cleveland, they've gone 4-4 to start. So a nice offensive rhythm to start here. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Here's Mitchell, and the Cavaliers getting another bucket right there.
Well, just keep feeding him. He has been lights out.
Here's Thompson. Stolen. And timeout call by Kenny Atkinson. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Russell, he's checked in for Dallas. Let's take a look at last year's leading shot blockers. You don't want one of these guys in front of you when you're coming down the lane. Fifth, Evan Mobley.
And shot blocking is the element of the game that I think he cares about the most. That's where he puts in that effort and energy.
Here's Allen, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That's on Daniel Gafford.
What a sell there from Allen. Gets his man up in the air with the fake and earns this trip to the line.
And good depth for this Mavs roster, Tim, at just about every position. It looks like they've got options.
Well, it's helping them weather the Kyrie injury. Anthony Davis, you know, will tend to miss some games, so it's always nice to have a reliable backup.
Now, here's Thompson. Stripped away. Down low, here's Mitchell. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
Well, these days, interior offense takes great determination and discipline.
Dallas again turning it over.
And now let's get a look at the numbers for Evan Mobley. Last season, he played outstanding. He averaged 18 points a game, 9 rebounds, and 3 assists. And every team needs a good backup big to spell the starters, and that's what he brings to the table.
Well, when so many teams get smaller when they go to the bench, he actually gives them more size oftentimes.
Now, here's Mitchell. He's got 13. Six to shoot. Puts it up. Can't hit the turnaround jumper.
Oh, and he's a very good mid-range shooter, but the defense was all over him there, making that a very difficult shot.
Now here's Thompson. No scoring in this one. Merrill finds Mitchell. .131 left in the first quarter of the game. That shot misses. Here's Washington. That one's off. Still out of sync.
And players avoid taking mid-range shots these days. It's almost like the threes are easier for players to get.
Oh, and the dunk by Mitchell.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Well, it's just an outstanding effort thus far. They've done a great job at both ends.
That's a great look at that move from the Connected Cam, sponsored by AT&T. And it's Washington missing.
You have to love his confidence, but you also need to read the situation.
Some nice passing here by Dallas. Out to Russell. Jacks up a 3. Mobley with the rebound. Mobley's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Mitchell. The layup missed.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Here's Thompson. Mobley with the block.
Well, this is where you gotta be excited about Mobley. Already a special and versatile defender.
Now Thompson. There's Russell with the 3, and the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for it. Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Cavaliers?
They're really mucking things up for the opposition, racking up steal after steal, just not letting them develop any kind of offensive rhythm.
And I like how they've played defense, turning turnovers into points. Those are huge.
So let's head to the sideline. We've got some news on Cooper Flag. Allie, how is he?
Guys, I was able to catch up with Dallas' head athletic trainer. He let me know that it's a strained hip, which causes plenty of soreness and shooting pain in that area. The good news from the training staff is that they do think he can play on it, so he won't have to miss minutes. Guys?
Good information as always, Allie. We thank you.
Well, we certainly wish him the best during his recovery process. But right now, it's really next man up.
The big men on the floor for him, Mobley and Allen. Donovan Mitchell is out there with Sam Merrill, and it's Hunter in at the 3. That's the group for Cleveland going right now here in the second.
Again, it's Donovan Mitchell with a huge night. One of the premier players in our league.
And it's Russell in the corner. Outside, Davis. Stolen by Mitchell.
Great anticipation defensively. He saw the ball coming before it even left the passer's hands.
Just 5 to shoot. Moves back up. And Cleveland again with the bucket.
Clock is ticking away, but Mitchell just stays on mission and lets the shot come through.
And Greg, what stands out most about Donovan Mitchell's game?
I think it's his consistency. He's a fearsome scorer pretty much since he set foot in the league. And with his pull-up game, he can get his shot off against anyone.
Mobley with the block.
And whenever Mobley is out there on D, you have to be aware of where he is.
And Davis can't get it to go. Cleveland leading by 16. Mitchell is double. Pass to Mobley. It's stolen by Davis. Here's Russell. That's in there. Davis with the assist. Russell's got 5.
Well, you can't sleep on AD's defense because he will take it away from you, and his steal started that break.
Mitchell feeling it out a bit. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. And joining us now by phone is insider Shams Charania with some news. Shams, give it to us.
Well, fans becoming very familiar with the term second apron over the last few seasons. Front offices admit the devil is in the details. While it's not exactly a hard cap, teams are showing little willingness to endure the penalties that come with persisting above that second apron threshold.
That is so true. Shams, thank you very much for the report. Now, here's Mitchell. He's got 23. Clock at 6. With the crossover. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And a chance here to see the numbers for Davis. He's coming off an excellent season. Last year averaging 24 points per, 11 rebounds, and just over 2 blocks. And he does a great job of just attacking the glass, really determined to track it down.
Well, he understands his role. He's one of their enforcers, but he also helps them win the battle of possessions.
And here is Mitchell. After the three-pointer from Klay Thompson. A clear look for Mitchell. Hits from the high post. Mitchell's got 11 points in the quarter.
Well, that's helping your team. By and large, he's taking shots he knows he can make.
And then Washington with the dunk.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Greg, last season, the Cavaliers with 64 wins. That's the 3rd most in franchise history.
But crushing disappointment, then losing in the second round. They knew they'd be criticized and acknowledged they need to be tougher mentally.
The Cavaliers leading by 14. Here's Mitchell. He drives in, and then Mitchell with the dunk.
And, guys, we know Mitchell can fill it up in a hurry, which is what makes him so much fun to watch.
And now, Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Thank you. Donovan Mitchell can put up points, but he's sacrificing some of that to get his teammates going. He said, quote, "For me, it's about balancing, picking my spots, picking my games, empowering everybody. But sometimes I've got to go do what I'm paid to do." Kevin?
He can heat up in a hurry, that's for sure. Thanks so much, Allie, for the report. Oh, and the dunk by Mitchell.
A dynamic leaper with an impressive wingspan. Mitchell usually has some flashy dunks up his sleeve.
Now, here is Russell. 7 points in the game. Washington against Mitchell. From 13, and Davis sends it back. Here's Thompson. Evan Mobley with the rebound. Mobley's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Mitchell against Russell. And Mitchell gets it to go. Mitchell's got 32 points.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
He better be careful now. That's 2 on him, and the last thing you want to see is for him to pick up his 3rd before the half ends.
Yep, that one goes in there.
Well, he's starting to get into a rhythm now after a rough first quarter.
For 3, Mitchell gets it to go from beyond the arc. Mitchell's got 35 in the game.
How do you guard that? I mean, Mitchell just toying with the defense.
Driving in front. And it's Mitchell with the jam.
I tell you, he's playing the game with pure excitement right now.
He kept off that dunk with some serious hang time on the rim. And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers with a 21-point lead to end the quarter. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. And we'll be right back after this.
When I look at Dallas, they're facing a team with similar aspirations. Good measuring stick game for them.
Yeah, like 2 dogs.
Now let's talk about our featured game. Guys, Donovan Mitchell was the star of that first half.
2 words.
And that about wraps it up.
And welcome back to the second half of our Halloween broadcast. It's been one outstanding game from Donovan Mitchell.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
I wouldn't want to have to be out there trying to keep up with them. It's really difficult when he shows you this kind of energy offensively.
Getting underway in the second half, here's the 5 for Jason Kidd. Anthony Davis is out there with P.J. Washington. Then there's Daniel Gafford. And it's Thompson, and it's Smith at the point guard position.
And footwork really so important. Donovan threads the drive there with such grace.
Here's Russell into the lane. Mobley with the block. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Mobley. On the wing, Thompson. He's defended by Merrill. Here's Russell. Basket number 5 goes in. He's now 5 of 12 from the floor.
An active competitor, Russell won't go down without a fight, especially around the rim.
Near the three-point line, it's Mitchell. And the Cavaliers get another bucket right there.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Well, they are making something very difficult look simple right now. And that is killer instinct, just continuing to pile it on.
Russell against Mitchell. And that one's good. Russell's got 4 points this quarter.
Attention to detail is what's helped Russell improve his scoring ability every year.
Mobley with the block. Oh, he really broke up that transition opportunity. Looks like it'll be a transition take foul. He's made 3 of his 4 free throw attempts in the game. And Mitchell, no good on that one. You know, you got to be impressed with the size and athleticism of this Mavericks front court gem.
And now the addition of Cooper Flag at small forward. So in addition to all the length and mobility they already had, this now makes them the match of any team in the league in that regard.
Oh, that's an outstanding view from the AT&T Connected Cam. He blocks it again.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle. Russell with a wide open look.
Well, he better focus now. His efficiency is dropping, but there is enough game left to make corrections.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. And it's Mitchell with the jam.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
And because of that, this one looks like a bit of a mismatch.
And that one, good.
A true shooter, Thompson can adjust his touch perfectly for that mid-range.
Here's Gafford, and Gafford throws it down.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
What a great sequence. You gotta love the effort. That's big time.
And it's out of bounds to the Cavaliers as Cleveland retains possession. With this pause in the action, let's show you the teams that have scored the most points in the league last season. The Cavaliers, number one.
Yeah, number one in the league in terms of points per game a season ago. They play as a team, just really unselfish in terms of their brand of basketball.
The shot by Thompson, no good.
Well, I think at this point the whole team is pressing, but he certainly looks frustrated.
Now, here's Mitchell. What an incredible scoring display he has put on tonight. A floater, and another one falls. Amazing.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. Here's Russell. Lays it up off the glass. Russell's got 6 in the quarter.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
For 3, Mitchell buries the long-range jumper.
Reliable. That's Mitchell from 3.
Thompson in the corner. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And the foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, another turnover. But guys, on the whole, I think they've done a great job of running their offense without too many miscues.
It's Russell with the drive. From downtown, the Cavaliers pull it in.
And another miss. Oof, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. The shot by Mitchell, no good. Dallas has gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4.
One made 3 for him for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
And another miss by Cleveland.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
And over 3 years in high school, Anthony Davis shot up from being 6'2" to 6'10". But, Greg, he brought those guard skills with him.
And, Kevin, that transformation as a pro also significant. Adding over 30 pounds to his frame. And with his wingspan over 7'5", he is a physical presence.
And it's Davis missing.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Here's Mitchell. And that one, good. Mitchell's got 55.
And he has led the attack for them the entire game, and now he's trying to get them to the finish line.
Goes up the baseline, and he didn't get quite enough under that one. And it's Mitchell with the ball for the Cavaliers. They'll be playing host to Toronto for the next one. And that's game 2 of this string of 4 games played at home. Merrill finds Allen. Mitchell with it. Over Thompson. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. A chance now to hear Jason Kidd talking.
We're not talking to each other.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. The forwards are Hunter and Mobley. Sam Merrill out there with Donovan Mitchell. And it's Allen in at the center, filling out the middle. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavaliers. Now, here is Russell. Following the miss by Donovan Mitchell. Russell with it. Guarded by Hunter. Russell with the bucket.
And, you know, we talk about feel and reading the situation. Russell gets an opening there and does not flinch.
Mitchell against Russell. Spins. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots from the high post. Rebounded by Gafford. Dallas shooting just 35%. They've got to get better looks. Thompson. And stolen by Hunter. On the wing, Mitchell. And the 3 off target.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Dallas making a switch here. Flag is checked in. And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for Cleveland.
All game long, they've had active hands and really out in the passing lanes. And that aggression on defense has resulted in a ton of steals.
Well, you can also throw in what a great job they've done defensively, blocking and altering shots and just playing with a committed effort defensively.
Now, here's Hunter. Over flag. Mobley kicks it out to Mitchell. Over in the corner, Allen. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Tim, one thing about the NBA, there is never a shortage of exciting young players to watch and cover. Who are you excited about in watching them grow and take it from this point forward?
Well, I love two big lead guards. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and Cade Cunningham certainly come to mind. Both of those guys are established stars in this league, and yet there is still so much more they can add to their games. The sky is the limit.
And they seem to have the right attitude. Am I right in your assessment?
They are guys that everybody wants to play with. They're mature as leaders as well.
And in 2028, Cleveland poised, GA, to welcome the WNBA's 16th franchise.
Reviving the name and branding of the Cleveland Cavaliers, one of the W's inaugural teams that folded back in 2003. Soon back on stage after a quarter-century hiatus.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And, Greg, we saw some turnover this summer on the Mavs training.
Yes, some talk of internal disagreements in that department. The importance of great teamwork in this league, not just limited to the players in the locker room.
Dallas calls timeout. We all hear about AI in the workplace, and I don't mean Allen Iverson, although we could put him in that place. Greg, now teams are using computers to break down the action.
Yeah, able to use camera tracking to assess credit and blame, right? So maybe the little things in winning plays that went unnoticed, they won't be overlooked much anymore.
Derek Lively, he's checked in for D'Angelo Russell. They get it again. Lively finds Washington. Thompson in the corner. From outside the arc, trains the three-pointer.
Arguably the smoothest jumper in the game. Klay Thompson.
For three, Mitchell. He got it again. Sensational. That's 62 points. 62.
Amazing. A remarkable performance from him so far.
Here's Flag. And Flag throws it down.
He powers through. Size and skill. That is a tough tandem to contend with.
Here's Mitchell. Here he goes. A rebound by Washington. Washington's got his 7th rebound here tonight. And a wide open look for Flag. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. The deep three from Mitchell. It's rebounded by Dallas. Washington's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Let's send it over to the sideline for some news on Anthony Davis. So, Allie, what have you heard?
Hey guys, the head athletic trainer of the Mavericks was able to update me on the situation. He let me know that it's a strained hip, which causes plenty of soreness and shooting pain in that area. It seems the issue may not be so serious as they're allowing a return to action. I'll give you updates as I get them.
All right, Allie, thanks for that. He's certainly been on our minds. Now, at least, we have a little more clarity.
Yeah, now they have the information they need to take the best course of action.
Well, sometimes those injuries come at a tough time.
Flag with it. He's defended by Merrill. Here's Lively. And finished off by Lively.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Cavaliers.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Donovan Mitchell.
Well, what a highlight reel he put together, playing his game and contributing in a big way.
Whoops, they pick off the pass. And stolen by Flagg. To the paint, here's Thompson. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
Well, at this point, they're just trying to get back in sync. You want to play a good brand of basketball.
Well, they have finally found something that's working, but it's against a defense that clearly has let up since they have the lead.
Drives to the hoop, and that one's good. Flagg. They're making this a runaway.
And the only question for me right now is just how big the lead will eventually become.
Mobley inside. Gafford's there. They get it back. Mitchell kicks to Mobley. Shoots over Gafford. The Cavaliers again can't hit. So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan. This is the NBA on 2K Sports. And now, our player of the game, Donovan Mitchell.
A quick peek into the locker room as the players get set for the game ahead. Looking to make a big splash here tonight. Happy Halloween, everyone. We're bringing treats here at 2K Sports. It's a special October 31st NBA Throwdown. With Grant Hill, Clark Kellogg, and Allie LaForce, I'm Brian Anderson. And alongside us is Shams Charania, who'll be hanging out, chatting with us for a bit. Shams, great to have you with us as always, man.
Absolutely, and BA, there's a lot to talk about these days, so thanks for having me.
Tee us up now. Is the news robust or minimal at this time of year?
Oh, BA, it's always fluid with me.
Here are the starters for Oklahoma City. Two big bodies inside with Holmgren and Hartenstein in the middle. SGA and Wallace for the backcourt. And it's Dort in at the three, the small forward.
And, you know, Harden's exceptional at getting out on the break in transition. I mean, running exactly the right path and getting it done.
Holmgren against Beal. And that one's good. Holmgren. And for all the talk of parity and a different champion every year, Shams, the Thunder, might have something to say about that.
They're going to have a lot to say about that, BA, because listen, it was a dominant title run last season, but with their entire core young and improving and all locked in through the remainder of this decade, and dozens of first round, second round, and draft swaps in their treasure chest, they will remain the favorites until further notice.
But again, we said that last year, so who knows? Clock at 2. And it's Holmgren missing.
Well, he won't miss many of those. Not when he gets a good look.
Oh, my goodness!
Disrespectful. And Harden, an absolutely vicious dunker. Terrific at bouncing towards the rim for the epic throwdown. Hey, it's typically a positive for this offense when he's assertive and looking to score.
SGA against Harden. Oklahoma City grabs a miss.
Well, you know what? All good things must come to an end, and they finally miss after making their first 4.
Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. The shake. Oh, he missed it. Making him 1 for 2 now.
Yeah, you have to knock those down. Open shots inside the arc are rare in this league.
Shams, we've heard Commissioner Silver suggest that with the global audience for the game, team market sizes matter less to free agents.
For most players, it's about winning, and then secondarily, where they'd like to live, and the financial aspect of market size is not as relevant as it once was. Money still does talk.
That might be one of the biggest changes in the game over the last few decades.
BA, you can win and succeed anywhere.
Dort, the pass to SGA. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, BA. Not sure what got into him. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Tyronn Lue gave me a few minutes to catch up with him, and he told me one guy that we have to always be cognizant of is Chet Holmgren. Coach explained his biggest impact comes on the defensive end, but we can't overlook his offense. He's a 7-footer with guard skills. He can space the floor and is very efficient around the rim. Guys?
Tries a 10-footer. No good off the back of the rim. The Clippers lead by 9. And with 2 of the league's smaller market teams facing off in last year's finals, Shams, any problem with that?
On one hand, BA, it definitely takes the audience some getting used to, but for Commissioner Adams, it's a sign that the league's changes are working as intended. So much parity, it gives every team, if well managed, a chance to compete. And the Pacers and Thunder both certainly fit that description. This is a wide-open league right now, BA.
NBA is fertile ground if it's well managed. That's the key.
All it takes is a sliver of daylight, and Gilgeous-Alexander will exploit it.
That one goes in. Harden's got 11 points.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. It's hauled in by the Clippers. On the wing, Harden. Gilgeous-Alexander defending. Harden can't hit. Thunder trail by 9. And there's SGA. That one's good. On the assist from Hartenstein.
And the D can't allow Gilgeous-Alexander to get this positioning, because once he does, he makes you pay.
Here's Harden. Got a hand on it. Outside, SGA.
Walking foul called on first personal foul.
And the Thunder making a change here. Caruso is checked in.
Number 9, Alex Caruso.
Clippers on D. Pass to Hartenstein. Here's Wallace. Collins with the rebound. The Clippers lead by 7. Right side, Harden. There's 47 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. 5 to shoot. 11 feet out. It's wide right, hits off the rim.
I think he'd love to have that one back. Got the ball right where he wanted to and couldn't convert.
Caruso against Beal. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Connects on the 17-footer. Give him 8 points now.
Yeah, this period, they're letting him go to work, and it's paying off.
Outside Harden. The Thunder with the rebound. This game against Los Angeles here. Their first look at the Clippers.
Yeah, we saw how combative yet enjoyable last season's series was. 2 very excellent teams going at it.
Exactly. They split the series, Greg.
James Harden. He's been the guy making things happen for the Clippers. 11 points in the quarter. He's on fire. We'll be right back. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And now we get a little perspective here on how the hustle game has been for the Clippers.
They've really been pushing that thing in the open floor, and so far, the opposition's not been able to slow them down at all.
And something else I've noticed is how they've been able to cause turnovers and take advantage of them on the offensive end, not wasting those extra chances at all.
And Oklahoma City, looking at who they've got, SGA and Wallace are the backcourt. Isaiah Hartenstein is out there with Holmgren. And it's Caruso in at the small forward position. The Thunder making a switch here. Dortch checked in. Yep, that one goes. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 12. And Shams, you're on TV probably more than ever. Is that challenging? I mean, how often do you have to shave every day?
Yeah, B.A., I always got to be camera ready. And in season, particularly with the Luka Doncic trade, that happened so late at night that I knew at 11 p.m. Central Time I had to be ready. And for me, of course, interacting with my sources and getting information is one thing, but being TV ready, being ready to be on camera, it keeps me busier than ever. I know I have to be ready 24/7, 365.
You always look good, Shams. You're always ready for TV, man.
Yeah, I'm just trying to be like you, man.
Here's Leonard. Hits the front of the rim and out.
Operating from mid-range, that's a shot he likes. I mean, I'm sure he'd love to have that one back.
And Gilgeous-Alexander missing. And it's Harden penetrating. And Harden with the slam.
Another guy who can light up the scoreboard. Harden is a stat sheet stuffer.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 14. Here's Dort on the wing. Caruso back to Dort. Nice ball movement by Oklahoma City. From deep, Holmgren. Oh, the long ball from Holmgren. And the league instituting an international flavor for this year's All-Star game, Shams. What more can you tell us?
Yeah, I'm told the league is really drawing inspiration from what we saw be a successful tournament in hockey. The NBA has been eager to increase the compete level for years now. So the U.S. versus the world format might just be the one to facilitate that this year.
The Clippers have gotten 2 of 5 shots to fall this second quarter. Beal, no good. The Thunder have got 3 of 6 shots to go here in the second quarter. Here's Dort. Holmgren, left side. And here's SGA outside. Hartenstein finds Dort. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Shoots over Harden. And it's SGA missing.
He has not been at his most efficient this quarter.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thanks. Chet Holmgren checks some boxes. He said if you can play defense and shoot the ball, you can pretty much play on any court, anywhere. Those are 2 things that are always needed on the basketball court, and that's where the foundation of my game started. Back to you.
A unique talent. Thank you very much for the report, Allie. And when it comes to NBA moves, a pretty great summer for the state of Texas, Shams.
Ton of action in Texas. Cooper flagged in Dallas, Dylan Harper in San Antonio, and Kevin Durant to Houston. These are major moves, and it's going to be hard to mess with Texas. These teams are loading up. They're all trying to be a contender in the Western Conference.
That Texas triangle is going to be formidable once again real soon.
The skills of SGA, they're so unique. His ball handling, shooting, length. Not a lot of guys like Shea in the league. I just love the ball movement.
Harden surveying the D. Pass to Beal. Back to Harden. Stolen by Caruso. Fast break. Here we go. The open shot by Gilgeous-Alexander. And he drains the quick shot. And it's a 6-point Thunder lead.
He's putting on a show this quarter, and the team's feeding off his energy.
Here's Harden. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Lou Dort picks one up.
Well, you know, Harden will do that every chance he gets. He cleverly goes into the defender looking for the contact to draw the foul, and nobody does it better.
It's not luck that he's so steady at the line. It's through repetition and hard work.
On the wing, Caruso takes a three. It's rebounded by Los Angeles.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch, and the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
1:43 left to play in the second quarter. And here's Caruso outside. Collins with the rebound. Collins has got his 5th rebound in this one. Leonard with the ball. And it's Dort picking him up. Dort with a steal. Oh, got a piece of it. And stolen by Leonard. And Shams, thanks for dropping in. Man, it is always a pleasure to have you.
Likewise, we've got to do this again soon. I've got news coming up on the other line here. Hold on, B.A. I'm going to run, but we'll definitely do this again soon.
Oh, we know he's always got news.
Hey, I mean, if something is going down that's big news, Shams is the first to get a hold of it. He knows everybody around the NBA.
And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has made the move from star to superstar, Grant.
Well, no question, B.A. He's been a superstar for quite a few seasons now, but he's not satisfied and just continues to elevate his game year after year.
Shot clock at 6. On the wing, SGA, pounded by Beal, and they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds. Clippers trail by 4. Outside Harden. Over Dort. Zubac passes to Collins. And they'll get another chance. Outside Harden. Pass to Leonard. Here goes Leonard. And the dunk by Leonard.
Tons of power and momentum behind Leonard's drive. He's not easily stopped when he's going like that.
Hardenstein passes to Dort. Here's Hardenstein. Shot's good. SGA making the play. And the Thunder lead by 4.
Nice setup. Excellent team basketball.
Lets it go. They get it back. What a performance for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He has been the story for Oklahoma City. He put together 10 points in the quarter. We'll be right back with you shortly.
Hello and welcome. Let's get right into it. The story tonight.
At the defensive end, I'm not seeing disruption. I don't mean just forcing turnovers. I mean taking the offense out of the rhythm.
All right, fellas. And that's a wrap on.
And we're ready to get this second half of our Halloween broadcast going. You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has been exceptional here, guys.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
Harden pairs with Beal to make up the guard set. Kawhi and Collins are the forwards. And it's Zubac in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the group starting the second half for Ty Lue. Three-pointer, Harden. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Holmgren's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's SGA. SGA with the big finish on the fast break.
Recognizes the fast break opportunity and takes full advantage. Gilgeous-Alexander has a solid field. Oh, save that for the dunk contest. That flush was so extra.
Whether or not this game is close, he's the same guy, focused on finishing firm at the rim.
Well, I tell you what, guys, the young kids like to say, that's doing too much. That falls into that category. That was too much.
Oh, wow. Dort just going off, making a big show of how athletic he can be.
Well, Clark, for over a decade now, the Clippers have essentially been a staple in the postseason.
Yeah, B.A., they sure have been. They've only missed the playoffs twice since 2012. Staying competitive during that stretch, despite a great deal of roster turnover and some major injuries to deal with as well.
Harden from outside. Ooh, it's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. To the paint. Blows the alley-oop. And Harden's got the ball here for the LA Clippers. 6-point game. They'll be playing host to New Orleans for their next one. And that'll be their second of 4 total games at home.
Leonard bounces off the floor fast, and when he throws it down, you can feel that force.
Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. And one key for quality teams in this league, beating the opponents you're supposed to beat. What goes into that, Greg?
Well, B.A., they call them trap games. An opponent that, on paper, isn't up to your level, especially when they're missing key guys. The thing is, can you find that juice to take care of business?
A proven score. When Harden gets into a flow like this, he can pile up points.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Caruso. Fires for 3. Gets the 3 to fall. Caruso's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Harden against Dort. Collins passes to Beal. Fires in the triple.
We talk about guys with pure strokes. Beal's in that discussion.
Oklahoma City leading by 4. Dort for 3. Tips it up. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Second chance effort. Collins with the rebound. The Clippers have gone 4 of 6 from the floor in this third quarter. 3-pointer. Beal. Caruso grabs the board. The Thunder have gone 3 of 7 here in this third quarter. Here's Dort. And he dunks it in. Right on John Collins. Oh, man.
Yeah, making the slam look second nature. Once Dort sees the launching pad, he's ready to take off.
3-pointer. Beal. It's good. Off the assist from Harden. Harden's got his 4th assist in this one. We've gone about 3.5 minutes here into the third. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Off target from outside.
He made a 3 back in the first half, and that's it. We'll see if he can find his stroke.
Here's Beal. The rebound by Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, Beal picks his pocket. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Well, the Clippers last season inaugurating the Intuit Dome after for years sharing an arena with the Lakers. Kawhi Leonard said it helps having a home base for you rather than being a roommate. Coach Tyronn Lue said it feels so good to have a place to call your own and just call home. Back to you, B.A.
And looking to protect it. All right, thank you, Allie. 3-pointer, Harden. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. Holmgren's got 9 rebounds now. And there's the 8-second violation as they can't get it across half court in time. All right, let's take a second to view the 2K leaderboard and look at last season's top scoring squads. 4th, the Thunder.
And last year, I liked watching this team operate on the offensive end. The ball movement, the patience, the confidence. You love seeing all that come together.
That is not the shot you need to be looking for when you're trying to break out of a slump.
The shot by Dort, no good.
You wonder where was the defense that time, but they got lucky.
Hartenstein, no good.
As he often does, he gets to the rim. but that's just stellar defense.
Beal from outside. And stolen by Caruso. And up the court come the Thunder on the break. Collins with the rebound. Leonard with the ball. Caruso covers. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Thunder. And coach must have had a really good look at this one. He called a...
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
Viewing perspective. A lot of times a coach may have a better view of this call than the official. It's really just a matter of where the action takes place on the court.
Hey, when you're on the bench and see what looks like an obvious mistake on this call, you almost have to challenge. No matter when it comes in the game, you don't want to surrender any possessions. And the ruling has been made. They're going to uphold the original call on the out-of-bounds violation.
And as a coach, it stings to lose a timeout on a failed challenge, but it's a risk worth taking to make absolutely sure that you're not going to lose a possession on a blown call.
Thunder leading by 5. Stolen by Collins. Three-pointer, Harden. Hartenstein pulls it in. Hartenstein's got 8 rebounds in the game. Pass to Dort. Takes the 3. On target from range. Dort's got 7 points here in the quarter.
Yeah, talk about a guy who made himself into a solid three-point shooter. Lou Dort.
Beal against Gilgeous-Alexander. Got a piece of it. Here's Leonard. And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store. And Oklahoma City looking at who they've got to start the 4th. We've got Chet Holmgren. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is out there with Lou Dort. Then there's Isaiah Hartenstein. And it's Caruso in at the 3 slot. And here are the Thunder now. 6-point lead. It's Dort on the wing. Defended by Harden. 5 on the clock. Tries the spin move. Oh, Beal picks his pocket. Collins left side. Oh, he cranks it in. Right on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Goodness.
Whoa. Did you see that? John Collins. A little bit of sauce on that slam.
And the call will be against James Harden. That's his 3rd foul so far. Here's Dort. Pass to SGA. SGA takes it himself.
A quality two-way player. Zubac was all over that one, forcing the miss.
Now, what's the saying? Don't box out, you get your feelings hurt.
Harden, good.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
Stolen by Collins. Harden against Caruso. Nifty move. And down it goes. 2 points. Harden's got 10 points in just the second half.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now that they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
And he misses the go-ahead basket.
Hey, I have no idea why he's still shooting threes. He's got to find another way to be productive.
To take the lead. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. They'll be playing host to New Orleans for their next one, and that's a 1-game homestand for the club. Here's Holmgren. Rebounded by Kawhi Leonard. The Clippers trail. Harden drives in. Collins. And Collins with the slam.
They really picked up the energy level and have willed themselves back into this game.
Yeah, you know, battling back is about staying the course, and their attitude never changed.
Here's Caruso. Count the basket and the
Basket's good.
It's going to be uneven to Zubac.
This is when your interior D has to be on high alert.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going so far for the Thunder.
Well, the coaching staff has to love what they're seeing on offense. There's so many assists because how this team is moving the ball.
Boy, they showed no hesitation on the mid-range game as well. I thought that was really a big key for them.
And there's a whistle. That's going to go on Lou Dort. That'll be a second foul of the game.
And just wasn't able to set up in time.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
Three-pointer, Harden.
It's impressive how they've overcome his cold streak tonight. Everyone stepping in to fill the gap.
And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Puts up a tray. Zubac. Harden outside. It's stolen by SGA. Here's Hartenstein. Oh, he misses the layup. Now Los Angeles with it. They're on a 13-4 run. Harden. And stolen by Holmgren. Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. Beal picks him up. And a quick two as he powers it in.
Oh, obviously Gilgeous-Alexander has the will to win. What a relentless effort.
Harden.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
Definitely saved the layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
Harden hits them both.
He knows just how important these shots are, and he makes them count.
Oklahoma City trailing. SGA. Holmgren. Holmgren puts it through.
These moments are important for Holmgren's development. He needs to keep sinking those big-time shots.
Here's Harden. He takes it in, and he slams it down.
How good is that? Harden commanding the ball in these moments. Loves stepping up at crucial times.
Those and-one plays can be real backbreakers in a close game.
Now Holmgren. Now Dort. And stolen by Leonard. Harden with it. And it's Dort picking him up. Beal fires. And no one in the vicinity.
He's got that clutch lead. It's in his DNA for sure.
Thunder trail by 4. He swipes the ball away again. And that's his 6th steal of the night.
Imposing his will at the defensive end. You gotta love it.
Dort with a steal. Holmgren inside. Leonard's there. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming. They'll pin that one on John Collins.
And we talk about the things that made Chet Holmgren an elite prospect. Mental toughness is near the top of the list.
Those free throws were must-haves, and he delivered. It's down to a one-possession game now.
That's off.
Trying to end this thing with some big threes, but the accuracy just isn't there tonight.
Quick 2. Oh, net.
And this is where Holmgren is such a scoring threat. His size can make interior shots easier to find.
Here's Leonard. Right side Harden. Beal with it, and it's Dort picking him up.
It seems like every miss ends up in his hands. He's been unreal.
Tell you what, those are crazy numbers, guys. I mean, believe me, I was a good rebounder in my day. It is not easy to corral that many boards in one night.
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
Now Hartenstein. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Puts it up. Zubac. Pulls it down. 19 seconds left to play in the 4th quarter of this one. Harden. Cleared away by Hartenstein. Oh, deflected. He launches. Can't get the 3. And that'll be Oklahoma City's ball as it goes out of bounds. Thunder able to keep possession. Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, he can't hit a tough three.
And DB, at this early part of the season, what's most important for the head coaches?
What's fast?